Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I do hope that in wherever place you are watching the video from, you are doing very fine. So in this particular video, I want to show you explicit reasons why I see President William Ruto will beat the opposition side, let's say Kalonzo Musyoka. And I know many people may not be in agreement with me in the stand I have taken, but after watching this particular video, you will come to agree with me that indeed President William Ruto will beat Kalonzo Musyoka in the presidential race early in the morning in the next general election. Right now we can see that President William Ruto has lost popularity and trust from the people who elected him. But from what I see is that he still has high chances of getting re-elected, even despite all these problems that we see with him. Me personally, I do not like the way he governs this country. In fact, I consider him as a dictator, a pathological liar, and also someone who doesn't care about the people at the bottom. But I don't have any otherwise. I don't have any option, rather better option. Right now, if you ask me, I will tell you that I haven't seen any formidable candidate from the opposition side who can beat him, and I have to admit that. So I will still have to have him. If election can take place right now, I know he will win that election. Whether I vote for him or not, he will win it. And so without wasting much of the time, let's get right into the reasons. In fact, I have prepared two main reasons why I see William Ruto will beat Kalonzo Musyoka without any doubt. Reason one, the people in the opposition side, all the people around Kalonzo Musyoka. Let's start with Martha Karua. Let's say that Martha Karua will work with the Kalonzo Musyoka. This is someone who has no influence at all, even in our hometown. We can remember how she was defeated by President William Ruto, even in the ward where she voted. Raila and her were beaten there, hands down. So this is someone who is so clear to have no followers, even from his hometown. Now again, let's talk about Rigathi Gachagua, who is also like a close ally to Kalonzo Musyoka. This is someone who was impeached on the ground of being so corrupt, and also someone who is so tribalistic. We all know that this is someone who was always talking about Mount Kenya, Mount Kenya, Mount Kenya. Everything was about Mount Kenya. And even though he has succeeded in outwitting the president in the mountains, especially in the Kikuyu land, but still many Kenyans have not yet accepted him fully. They see him as someone who is ethnicist and tribalist. Again, now let's talk about Fred Matiang'i. Let's also say that Fred Matiang'i will back up Kalonzo Musyoka. This is someone who many people didn't even know before he was made the minister or the CS in the Uhuru government. And this is someone also who has never been a politician in his entire life. So this person will have difficulties even to resonate well with the people, because you need to know how to talk to the people. This is a very important position and a very crucial one. So even right now, he has not yet come to the country and start the campaigns. So that can tell you that he isn't serious at all with this issue of removing President William Ruto from office. Now let's also talk about Eugene Wamalwa. Eugene Wamalwa comes from the western part of Kenya, that is the lower land. This is also someone who has no much of the influence at home. Now let's see. He comes from where we have Wetangula, Mudavadi, and these people are with President William Ruto. And above all, the western or the lower land is being controlled, or was being controlled, by Raila Amolo Odinga. Up to now, I still believe that Raila controls a huge number in that region. I don't know how he will get the votes from these formidable leaders and bring to Kalonzo Musyoka. Now let's talk to... I want to see Kalonzo Musyoka working close with the former governor of Kiambu, Ferdinand Waititu, before he was arrested and arraigned before the court. This one was also someone who was impeached on the ground of massive corruption, and even up to now he is still battling his case before the court. Now let's talk about Kebasa Murara. Is at least a young person, very vibrant young Kenyan, and a very promising one. He is coming with, let's see that he will bring some Gen Zs with him on Kalonzo's side. But is that enough? Is that enough? Now if you see these people, most of them, like Ferdinand Waititu, Rigathi Gachagua, are people who are known to be corrupt. And if you bring these people with bad reputation on your side, then you are ready to fail, because I don't know how you will convince people if you are surrounded mainly with people who are of bad reputations in the public eyes. Another thing, the second reason, that one was the first reason. Now the second reason is that is about lack of seriousness in the team of opposition. I haven't seen this team taking William Ruto head on when it comes to campaigns. In fact, to me, I see that they haven't done a lot in terms of engaging with the people on the ground. We all know how President William Ruto started. He started early campaigns, and that's what made him even to throw out President Uhuru from his backyard. So early campaigns sometimes helps, but from the opposition side, I have seen lack of seriousness. In fact, Kalonzo's side, they are only issuing statements from funerals, from churches, and some small rallies. I don't see if they are serious at all. And above all, Kalonzo Musyoka is not someone who has massive followings. So he has to hunt for votes right now, or even in fact, it's even late. To me, he ought to have done this. He ought to have started this earlier on, because it's not someone like Raila Odinga who had massive followings. It's not someone like, let's say, even William Ruto. He has to struggle to find voters. But to me, what I can see right now with this team, they are not serious at all, and I don't see the methods they will use to, if they go this way, I don't see if they will beat William Ruto in the next general election, unless they reinvent themselves and they become so serious in what they are doing. Then I am certain then they can beat William Ruto. So in conclusion, there was a book that I read some months ago, and the title was High Expectations with Little Preparations Leads to Nothing. So opposition side may have high expectations to remove, and not even to wait the election time to come to remove Ruto from office, but with the little preparations that they have, it might not come true as they think. Guys, those were my points that I had. But before I wind up this video, I want to kindly request you to take a second of your time and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and let's catch up soon in our next video.